should be able to.
Welcome to the Orlando Lions Den Podcast, your number one Orlando City podcast. For the fans, by the fans. For the fans, by the fans. Keeping you in the know on all things Orlando City since 2018.
Hello. Welcome in to another edition of the Orlando Lions Den podcast as we finish up international duty here with our young friend, Mr. Alex Freeman, getting a start against Portugal, and them losing is not his fault. So, Cleon, my man, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. What a week to take a break off on, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
we decided to
break off. What a week to take a week off.
Yeah, what a week indeed. And the reason for that is, of course, international break. We usually like to go ahead and take the time to just reconnect, take some time off. We don't really cover the U.S. men's national team or the other national teams. And what happens is we announce the signing of a world-class player. So naturally, we're left in the dark for that. But doesn't matter. We're going to talk all about that. And we're probably going to lead with that because I'd rather not lead with the other stuff that sucks. Let's go ahead. Quick shout out sponsors. Chad McGibbon, if you're buying a home in the Central Florida area, hit up Chad McGibbon at Chad McGibbon on Twitter. I don't know much about home buying right now, but I think it's starting to get better before it gets worse. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Hit up Chad. He knows more. Same goes for Leo with the Epic Mortgage Team powered by You Mortgage. If you're trying to finance, refinance, whatever it may be, Leo's got you covered. And last but not least, our man Eddie Cruz. If you're trying to get your insurance, your home insurance, your boat insurance, your car insurance, pet insurance, phone insurance, Eddie's got you covered. Hit him up and he will take care of you. And if you can't reach him, just reach out to the podcast. We'll get you connected. But we got to go ahead and talk first. I want to talk the positive. I want to talk the good. Antoine Griezmann officially announced over the international break that he is going to be an Orlando City Lion. Time to update the exciting whites graphic. It's mostly going to be just him. But
it's down to exciting white at this point.
Yes, it might be. Although, shout out Marco Pasalic having an assist against Colombia at Camping World Stadium the other day. Good for him. But with that being said, we are thrilled about this. It's a 2+1. So, for me, a 2-year deal with a 1-year option. He is an older player. I really don't care about his age because if you've watched him play in La Liga and the Champions League and stuff this year, guy still got sauce. Guy could still play. Guy could still run. Went 90 minutes against Barcelona not too long ago. I'm not worried about anything when it comes to that. He can play. He is a global name. He is going to elevate this city, and I cannot be more excited about him coming in. And I will say the only thing that's shocking, and it's funny because you see a lot of the Madrid people kind of upset about it. I'm surprised they got pictures of him in the jersey already. They got him, not just signing the contract, they got him doing all this stuff with jerseys on, and they're posting it already. Atletico Madrid fans not happy, but we got his signature. It is official. Signed. Cleon, what are your thoughts on this move?
I love it. I don't know if I'm not frozen, am I?
They're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I don't know how it got done. No idea, bro. They must offer that dude ownership or something. I figured when he didn't come earlier and then the wheels fell completely off on this train, I was like, nah, you're not getting this dude now. There's no way he's coming to this mess. So I don't know what type of promises they gave this man. He must have part ownership or something coming because I don't know how they pulled it off, man.
He's got courtside Magic tickets for any game he wants.
They suck just as bad as us right now. So maybe he had an inside scoop on the Jaguars relocating as well.
So is that the big news that you wanted to talk about to start the show? Is that where the Orlando Jaguars are going to be?
Maybe he loves he's got all three now. He's got his NFL, he's got his NBA, and he's got his team to play on. So they all suck, but whatever gets the job done, bro. I'm ecstatic though. I'm ecstatic, man.
That's the thing. It's we could question how it got done. There's definitely a lot of things to question as to how it got done, but the most important thing is that it got done. And there's also we had mentioned from Zach here, which Zach, hope you're doing well, my man. Generational crash out by the Athletic fans. Generational crash out by half of the teams in MLS as well. Like LAFC wanted him. Charlotte thought it was his. Seattle was like, that's our guy. Sporting NYC, Miami, like literally all these people just being like, he was supposed to come to us. I was like, I mean, he's supposed to go where he ends up going, man. You guys aren't promised him, even though we did have his discovery rights, which in MLS terms, I guess, is basically as good as a promise. I have no idea. But no, I'm ecstatic. And from some of the interviews that Ricardo's done since then, since this was announced, it seems as though, like, obviously the window's closed, but he's not going to be afraid of making big changes once we get to the summer window, once the international break, once we're in the World Cup season. I think that there could be plenty more changes that come to this team. I think obviously we feel like there's a glaring need at either left back and or center back. We need some additional help when it comes to the holding midfield, which we thought was going to be a strength, but it's been pretty rough from the start. We definitely need some things to link together, and I'm really excited to see what a front line of, having Ojeda, Griezmann, and Pasalic together, whether that be, one at the 10, both wingers, 10, a striker and a winger.
We got to talk about that later, because I got some thoughts.
Well, go for it, man. What are you thinking?
I got some thoughts, man. When it comes to fitting, assuming he's coming into the same team, and nobody major moves on, at least from the front. You know what I mean? From out of the front. I don't know. I mean, he's more a second striker type of dude, isn't he?
He is. Yeah. He is, for sure.
I got thoughts, man. For me, I say you go all the way and you change the formation completely. And I think, actually, you know what? It's not so much a formation tweak. Well, it's a formation tweak. It's not really so much a personnel tweak outside of Griezmann coming in. But for me, honestly, I'll run 5 up front, bro. I run 5. Your defense is hell anyway. It's hell anyway. So, when Janssen gets back, right? By the time Griezmann, Janssen should be back. I was really worried about this dude, but I'm turning around on him. Because I'll
go.
He's looked a lot more solid.
Which is crazy to say coming off of a 5-0 loss.
Yeah, but that wasn't really him. You know what I mean? But I'm coming back around on him. But he was, his profile when he's coming in is like, yo, this dude, he should be good. He's looked a lot better. And now with Janssen coming back soon, I think it'll help him get better even faster. So for me, I run all 3. I run Brecalo. I say you keep, it's still like 4-2-3-1, except for you move Brecalo back out there to the left, right? And you really have to go. You have to go 3 at the back. That's how I feel. I feel like you have to go Brecalo, Janssen, or however you want to rotate them, whatever. But 3 at the back, at least in possession. Go 3 in the back. Have the two midfielders, and then Angulo, Pasalic, Griezmann, Ojeda. You gotta stick them all out there. You know what I mean? And really, I could even consider going with 2 strikers up there.
I was gonna say, like, I would almost, and David kind of makes this point here. I would almost go like a 3-5-2, honestly. Like 3 at the back, you run Bracalo basically as, he's looks like a left back, but he's basically left center back. Bracalo,
he's
Iago,
just wide center
and
back.
Janssen. You could put Dorsey and Angulo at the wing backs, essentially, because you're not really looking for as much defending out of them. Whoever you decide to go ahead and run as your central midfielders. And then realistically, you kind of put Marco Pasalic and Griezmann up top, or, there's ways to mess with it, but like get your best players on the field. Like that's just at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You get your best players on the field.
Yeah. And that's how I feel. Watching Griezmann, the only thing sometimes you have to bring the dude's smart. You know what I mean? He's an intelligent player. He's good passing. You need more smart guys around him and guys that know how to play, guys that know how to pass and things like that. So I know a lot of people is going to hate it, but I would consider having a target guy up there with them. Right now, the only one we got is Duncan, who's an excellent passer and mover and stuff like that. We're Griezmann. Angulo Pasalic still there. And having Ojeda at the 10.
No.
I mean, Dorsey, for me, Dorsey, I feel like Dorsey's good. But I have like two versions. Is the one I said where if you keep Dorsey on, you can either have. I feel like you can line up two ways. You can have Dorsey on there, and then you only have the one striker, or at least one natural strike. Well, he's not even really a natural. He's more center. Second striker, Griezmann.
Yeah.
Or take Dorsey off. Take Dorsey off, and matter of fact, just take both the fullbacks off, and just bring him on as sub. I mean, I know you paid a lot of money for him and all that, but
yeah,
I don't know. Right now, for me, it's about what's best fit, and I can see both of those working. If Dorsey's on, you put him in that Freeman role, where in possession. I mean, in defense, he's a fullback, but in possession, he's a right winger, because Pasalic always cuts inside anyway. So he's basically just having like two channel 10s with Ojeda and Pasalic. So you have Angulo, Ojeda, Pasalic, and Dorsey. If you want to run that front right there, and then Griezmann up top, or the other version is take both fullbacks off. Have both fullbacks off at least to start. And you can go with that same front, except for his Griezmann and Duncan or whoever else you can get, if you can get somebody else as well.
So here's the like most giant elephant in the room when it comes to discussing this is who's going to be the one coaching it.
That's a whole nother.
Like and like that's not trying to, pile on and try and change the subject into something negative, but we saw what Martin Perelman got against a quality team in Nashville last week, and it was not good. His post-game comments sounded exactly like Poppy 2.0, sounded exactly the same, like verbatim. Like, his I don't know if it's just the where they learned their English necessarily or what, but like it was same like enunciation. So I don't think he's long for this position. I've said I think that he's auditioning to keep his job on the staff when the new guy comes in. But that's going to be kind of an important thing. And I know a lot of people are like, what are we waiting for? I think the honest truth to that is we might not have a choice but to wait until World Cup time, as far as figuring out who the next coach is. Main reason being, and Cleon, you can argue with me on this if you want to, but I feel like a lot of the guys that are out there that would be open to coming here might also still have potential job offers in, top South American leagues or top European leagues. And they want to see what happens at the end of those respective league seasons to see if they have options available to them. So like people being like, well, I want Wilfred Nancy, I want Felipe Luis.
He's got to want us.
They got to want us too. They might be interested in us, but they might say, I'm interested in you, but let me go ahead and see who else is interested too. Like, because that's the thing is you don't know what you don't know. And right now you don't know what is really going to be out there. But you got to hope that whatever they sold Griezmann on, they did such a good job that they were able to sell it on him, sell it to him without having a coach at the building. And they get him a guy that he wants to work with. Because that's going to be, from here, that, at least for me, that is what's going to be the most difficult part, is them getting the right guy that he wants to work with too. So, any thoughts to add on that?
No, that's the same thoughts I got on the situation. I mean, because we can all just throw these names out in the sky and act like they're just ours if we want them. But I mean, Nancy, he's got to want to. He's got to first. He's got to want to come back to MLS. Period. Then two, he's got to want to come to us. And then especially a guy like Felipe Luis, who I would love, and I'm sure Ricardo would love too, because he's a Flamengo fanboy. I don't think he'd be upset with me saying that. But
and Antoine Griezmann would love too, because they were teammates in Madrid together.
Yeah,
they played together for years.
I mean that should help, man. I mean that could help.
It could.
Getting Griezmann in the building, it should make it a little easier to sell than it was, 2 weeks ago, when he wasn't. Because at least you got that going for you. But we gotta, there's some things got to tighten up. Janssen coming back as long as he's fit. That should help some with leadership. Wilder, he's just as big as a miss on this team right now too.
I'm hoping you're right on that, David. Griezmann's influence should help open the door for other managers. Hope so. Got to keep our fingers crossed for something like that. But yeah, that's a good point that you make. It was announced today, Janssen is back in predominantly full training. But the caveat that Mike Gramajo, I believe was the tweet that I was looking at, said they're going to still kind of slow his progression up to being to 90 minutes ready. So I wouldn't necessarily expect him to be on the bench this weekend. They want to be cautious with it. He is getting older. You got to be cognizant of that. He is coming off of a very weird surgery with the Jones fracture. Like, it's not super, not the easiest thing to recover from. Also mentioned that Gerbe and Wilder were doing more individual drills. So hopefully we're getting closer to seeing both of them back. I kind of said I'd be optimistic of seeing, realistically seeing Wilder and Janssen back right before the World Cup would be a blessing. If we get them back any sooner, that's even better, because clearly we need some center back help. Iago's looking better, but Bracalo definitely doesn't look like he's a star center back that we want him to be. And then he was also injured last week. So that kind of brings us into talking about the last game before international break. Got trashed in Nashville. We were missing Spicer. We were missing Bracalo. He didn't travel. Started Marine, Iago, Miller, and Dorsey as the backline in front of Maxime Crépeau, and it was hideous. For lack of, I'm not going to try and even sugarcoat anything. It was pretty horrendous. Hat trick for Sam Surridge, goal and an assist for Espinoza. I think they had a goal off the bench for somebody else, Madrigal, I believe it was. I don't have anything positive to take away from this game. Like, I've been trying, knowing that we're in a rebuilding year, there's going to be some struggle, changing coaching staff. I didn't have anything positive to say about adjustments. I didn't have anything positive to say about anybody's performance. Is there anything positive to take away from a game like this, man?
That game, no, nothing. Nothing. You even got. I don't know if it was during the game, but you even walked away with a couple more people injured. So, I mean, I don't know what you can take positive out of that.
That's true, because we heard, I think it was Dorsey and Bracalo's back in training now. Dorsey was limited, and Spicer still not really training. So, the people that are banging the drum of we want to see Taifi might get your chance. He might be playing starting right back this weekend in LA, which that's scary.
Who hasn't given up a goal all season?
Yes, they are currently, I believe it's 450 minutes without conceding a goal. And I was like, 540 is not looking too far away. I will say, though, like, one thing that I'm kind of questioning through this, and I think that you're going to agree with me, because I believe he actually scored a goal in this game and it was called back for offsides. What does Thiago have to do to get more time on the field? Because like he has been, like he honestly looks like what Enrique looked like during that stretch where he was in such good form last year. He's very, very fast, very shifty, very athletic, but like he's just only in a bench role right now, and like sometimes doesn't even seem like he's like the first attacking option sometimes. So he got a goal on opening weekend, and then just haven't built on it whatsoever. And I feel like I need to see more Thiago at this point.
Yeah, you do. For sure. I don't know why. I don't know why he's not getting more run. Especially even I assume he does. He plays two positions too, right? I don't know. Isn't he like left winger and striker?
He can play both.
Yeah. So Angulo's been playing well, but he's been moving around. Angulo's not been stuck just at left wing. So it's surprising they haven't squeezed him in there more.
Exactly.
No,
that's exactly how I feel. And that's why I wanted to just kind of bring it up and just be like, does anybody else feel this way too? Because you guys know me. I've been a Duncan defender for a while. Duncan ain't working right now. Like we're not with his style of play of requiring service. He doesn't really create his own chances. Like we need someone that can create their own chances right now. Like that's what's going to help us be better. Like Duncan and Duncan, maybe like if they don't bring in another striker or anything like that, Duncan with Griezmann, that might be something that works well because of the fact that those two playing together, a guy that creates a lot of chances for those around him and himself, and a guy that needs service to create chances. Maybe that works similar to how like things are with like Alexander Sorloth at Atleti. He is a big guy that doesn't create a ton of his own chances and relies on service, and those two work really well together. So,
but a lot of thing that gets overlooked as well though is Duncan doesn't create for himself, but he creates for others.
He does. He does do that.
He creates for others. So when Duncan gets goals, it's junk goals. It's off a hustle. It's off of chasing down stuff, things like that. There's going to be a lot more action inside the box for him to just jump on. So, but as far as Griezmann, I think like if Griezmann's not up top by himself, I don't see another person that even remotely pairs with him. Maybe Sargent, but I mean he's not even. They haven't even brought him up to even jump on the pitch. Sargent seems to play well and set up other people too, but because we need to set up Griezmann for success himself. You know what I mean?
And I do want to go ahead. You make a good point because I was gonna save it for later, but my stock up was gonna be to the OCB attackers because like I don't have any stock up for the first team, but I really like Sargent, I really like Caraballo, Pedro Leao, Justin Ellis. Like those four guys for the B team, they're fun, man. Like they are an entertaining group of players to watch play, and especially like that ridiculous comeback against Miami too.
Yeah.
And like I just want to give Caraballo a small shout out. I'll just kind of move this over right now. I want to give him a small shout out just because of the fact that he saw that they had to sub in a field player to play goalkeeper. We were down a goal and he just said, "Gonna just do it myself," and scores an Olympico from the corner kick. Like, the stones on that kid.
There's a non-goalie goal. You got to at that point.
And it was perfect. It basically in off the post.
Matter of fact, he almost had two because he tried it. I think the first time and he didn't get it, but it was close. And then he got it on I don't know if it was his second or his third corner, but
something Ojeda's been trying for years.
You just got to go for it.
Yeah. David adding that Thiago could play the other striker like Atletico does with Alvarez and Griezmann. What game was it? We were watching Atletico. Is it Atletico versus Bayern, I think, or something like that, where we had Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann, and Luis Diaz all on the field at the same time. It's the soon-to-be Lion and could have been a Lion bowl. Oh God! Remember those stories of us going after Julian Alvarez and Luis Diaz, guys? I remember them too.
Everyone.
So yeah, no, my stock up then goes to the OCB kids, especially specifically the attack, because the defense needs a little bit of work over there. Was not super stunning defensive work, although I don't blame a lot on what happened on Tristan Himes. I do still kind of like what he brings as a goalie.
But dude's huge, bro. He grew again.
Giant, man. He's bigger than Otero, which is shocking.
Now.
Which is shocking because Otero is also huge. But yeah, I like Himes.
I feel like Himes was 6'5" when he got back to OCB, because I actually forgot the dude's a homegrown.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because
he left for college, right?
Because he left for college. So
yeah, he's technically not on a homegrown deal. He's just on an OCB contract.
No, yeah, he's on all of them are until they sign with the first team.
No,
but,
you're right. You're good.
But I feel like when he first got back from college, he was 6'5", and then the next year he was 6'6", and now he's 6'7". So yeah, he's huge though. Oh, come on, man, don't do that.
I hated doing that myself. But yeah, so stock down then for me goes to everybody else. I will say I don't really have anything specific on this one because everybody was bad, but like specifically like Brian Ojeda, Nolan Miller, Maxime Crépeau, like kind of that spine, all had a really rough game against Nashville. So I don't have much to really add to it. I will say, not that it's necessarily stock up or stock down, but I'm really going to need Iago to calm down on the frustration fouls, because he's going to get yellow card suspensions out the ass if he just keeps getting frustration yellow cards. Because he got a really dumb one in this game. Huh?
Oh, he got that orange. He got that orange yellow.
Yeah, because it was a really dumb frustration.
Is that his first one, though?
Is it?
Because I feel like he lays somebody out like 3 times a game, but I feel like that was the first time he got carded for it.
Okay, yeah, it was the first time he got carded. But there was, I think it was the game against Montreal where he took out 2 players in
midfield
and didn't get carded for it. See, that's the thing. He's only got 1 card so far, but like he's done many things where you're like, you can't do that. Like,
I don't know how he's getting away with a lot of stuff. But
yeah, but he is starting to look better. So like, just please like stop doing those things. What do you have as far as stock up, stock down this week, man? Anything?
Stock up. Stock up Orlando City. You got Griezmann, so stock up. Oh, you know what? Stock up Ricardo. Stock up Ricardo, because I know everybody was coming for his neck about a week and a half ago. So I guess he read that and he said, I got something for you.
Got something for you.
I got something for you. So stock up.
He definitely like, at least with this, I think he definitely acknowledged that the roster is not where he wanted it to be, or where he thought it was going to be with the changes that he made. And I'm hoping that we do get it right. Works.
Mind you, he's not really. Mind you, there's a lot of times where, mostly coaches do this, like what you call coach speak.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of times where you could say it's just, GM speak, but I mean, he's really not wrong when you look at it. Like, because Janssen and Roeder both going out, which are the absolute core defensively of that spine, is, if both of those two are playing, it looks a lot different. You know what I mean? Because even at left back, it looks a lot different.
That's why I'm not rushing Janssen back. Like, I need him 100% healthy. Like, because I agree that's going to be, and I don't want to hitch myself to a defender coming off a bad injury on the wrong side of 30. But, like, he makes the team better because he is a leader in the back line, which we do not have. Bracalo wants to be that guy, but he's not that guy. And I hate saying that as a fan of him. Like, he's not a leader. And that's what's missing for us right now, it feels like.
But as that, like we're saying, as that wide center back, wide left back, whatever you want to call it, or inverted left back, whatever you want to call that position, that little tweener spot he's got over there at left. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he was at least serviceable over there, at least last year.
He was.
Right now at center back, and matter of fact, every time we did put him purely at center back, he was trash. I don't know why.
You're not wrong.
I don't know why, but
You're not wrong.
whenever we
It's
put him
been noticed.
solely as just straight up center back, no, he ain't it.
I'm not the only one noticing that. The people are talking. People are seeing it too.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that's the thing is that's why I'm like saying like get him fully healthy. He's got to be 100%. Like, and I think that this can change the fortunes of things if you play Janssen and Iago at center back. You move Bracala to left back. Hopefully Wilder's healthy. You have a more defensive-minded six in there to help cover for some of the shortcomings athletically. Granted, but he's coming off an injury too, so I don't know. But yeah, good point from David. I think it's a similar idea to Wilder at the center of the park. Got to whip Brian Ojeda and Atuesta into shape. Two guys that also haven't been good, and some Atuesta is somewhat injured as well. So not ideal, but that's what we're dealing with. So, all right. Well, then Cleon's got to go for his work vacation. So this is going to be a short and sweet episode today. We got LAFC away coming up. I have not taken a look at their schedule to see when they have their Champions League games. So let me take a look. They do have Champions League midweek against Cruz Azul. Okay. That is a tough one. I could see them potentially not going full strength. But then again, I said that.
They have to.
I also said that
with Nashville.
Excuse me. I also said that with Nashville, and boy, howdy, was I wrong. Because Nashville did go full strength midweek, and then they said there's an international break coming up. F it, we'll go all in. And they.
I would have did the same. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's what they should have done. I wasn't thinking about the international break when I made that prediction. So they went full belt to ass, and that's all I got to say about that. So LAFC. Yes, they have Champions Cup midweek after they play us on Saturday. I believe that is a 9:30 kickoff for y'all local in Orlando. 9:30 kickoff. Looking at my phone weird. So later game, but Leon, what's your prediction against LAFC? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
What?
Shutout? Is that what you're going to say? Shutout?
Not for us. I'm going to go. How many straight games? How many straight games they had with no goals?
5.
Yeah, I'll make it 6.
Okay.
No, we're getting one. No, we're not. Never mind. It's 6.
6. What's the final score?
I almost talked myself into it, but no. I'm gonna go 3-0.
3-0. I'm gonna go 2-1. LAFC. They're gonna win. I'm gonna go 2-1 though, and because I think Pasalic is gonna be high coming off of Croatia, and he's gonna score a worldie on Lloris. So he's gonna score a beauty from distance. Everyone's gonna be like, "Who's that guy?" And it's like our Croatian guy is going to the World Cup. You guys know him. You know him. You love him. You care about him. Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling. Just to keep it a buck. I don't have optimism right now. I don't think Perelman's a great guy to lead us going forward. I don't feel confident about a lot of things. And that's just me being fully honest with myself about this team. So even if they do go full rotation and, we get, some bench players playing against us because they're getting ready for Cruz Azul, I don't feel supremely confident in something good happening. We also got a shout out Eric, LAFC fan in the chat. Agree the streak continues. 1-0 LAFC. Cruz Azul in Mexico will mean short shifts. So yeah, I mean that's the thing is we're not playing well as a team right now. So potentially early congratulations on your 3 points. I appreciate you jumping in and checking it out though, man. Take care. He thinks top 11 plays 45 tops. All right, I could see
that's
that.
All they're gonna need. That's all they're gonna need, bro.
The only thing I will say is they haven't been scoring as much as I think a lot of us would have expected them to. So maybe we're what they need to get going. Considering we've given up so many goals already to start the season. I don't want it to be that way, obviously, but if I'm not if I'm not making jokes, I don't know what I'm doing. We love Atuesta at times, Eric. We love him at times. He's had his moments where he is very, very good, but he's hasn't had them so far this season. So, but we'll see. Maybe he's healthy. Maybe he comes back to LAFC and wants to show something. I wouldn't hate it. So, all right. Like I said, short episode this week. Cleon's got to go travel. The rest of the guys were busy. We just wanted to make sure we still got something out because of the fact that that's what we do. We care about this team too much. So, Cleon, you got any shout-outs this lovely week of the end of March here going into April? Nah, nothing. Ain't shouting out a damn thing. All right, man. Well, that's anticlimactic. I mean, I could shout out the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going to be the Orlando Jaguars for 1 year.
Maybe I'll for y'all for 1 year.
I won't, but that's because I enjoy pain.
It's so hard for me to do, bro.
Well, because you're a Bucks fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I couldn't see you doing that. At least they're different conferences, So there's that. I'm just not a team hopper, bro. So it's like, no,
it's so hard. For me to do it, they would literally have to be called the Orlando Jaguars.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you see me with my. I'm New York sports through and through, with the exception of Orlando City, which I know you end up hating. But my first dog was named Shea after Shea Stadium, where the Mets used to play. That's how deep it is as far as me. I could not be a team hopper, man. Although I will say, as a kid, I did get gifted 2 Buccaneers jerseys growing up because I grew up. Yeah, I had a Keyshawn Johnson one that was kind of like a shirt jersey, and then I had a Mike Allstott jersey that I think someone got for me from like a Goodwill or something because it had a cigarette burn in it.
I love that guy, bro. Allstott.
Mike Allstott. If you're listening, Graham, go watch Mike Allstott highlights. I still haven't heard back from you when we told you that you needed to respect fullbacks in the NFL. Obviously, we already know you respect fullbacks when it comes to soccer, but NFL fullbacks, Mike Allstott, do your research, do your homework. I hope his brain is doing okay.
Yeah, he got out on time. He's not like a Scatterborough. He's already 1 year too deep.
Here's the thing. So I know Scatterbo got in a lot of trouble this past week for making comments.
I didn't even know. What do you do?
Oh, he made a comment about CTE.
I saw that.
Yeah, but like the rest of the interview, you could if you listen to the rest of the interview, you could tell that he was joking because they're like, well, what about asthma? He's like, it's an excuse. He said he followed up the comment about CTE was saying asthma is an excuse for not being. I was like, clearly he's making jokes. It's just these are really bad jokes to be making, especially for a guy who gets hit in the head for a living. So, but I don't know. We'll see.
The thing that's crazy, as much as I hate New York sports, and I hate the Mets, hate the Giants, I hate everything New York.
You hate the Knicks?
Not in New York. There's not a New York team I like. There's not one. It's like Boston. The only thing I hate worse than New York is Boston.
That's fair. I hate them too.
I'm actually named after a Mets player. That's where my name comes from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That shows your age or shows you don't know your Mets history, boy.
I was gonna say you're going back.
Well, you know when I was born, so that's got to be.
I know. I mean, I don't. Because I gotta say, it's what they say. Was it black don't crack, man? You look.
It really
young
don't.
Every day.
It really don't. It really don't. I'm half 100, bro. I'm half 100.
Are you really?
I'm half 100, and I got an 8-pack.
Well, I don't know about the 8-pack, but that.
How much was
that? No, I'm not betting on that.
I'll count them right now. I got an 8-pack. I got an 8-pack.
I'm not gonna bet you on the 8-pack. I already beat you on one bet, and then you redeemed yourself. So I'm not betting with you again ever again. Oh man, but
Cleon Jones Mets.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. Should have told my dad that story when
almost a career minute too.
Yeah.
Only played 1 year without the Mets.
That's awesome. I learn something new every day. See, guys, that's why you come to the show. We're like a family. Only we keep learning about each other as we go. You know. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, it is always Vamos Orlando. You know, that don't change. But it's going to be a heck of a game this weekend. No matter what, I'll be there with Den After Dark on Twitter Spaces immediately after the game's over because it's going to be a late one. I don't want to be talking to you guys until 1:30 in the morning.
And no matter what, I won't be.
Well, you got your work vacation you leave for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason I won't be on Den After Dark.
Yeah, it's the only reason.
That's the only reason. I'm going to miss it.
To be fair, you do listen from time to time. It's just I don't think you know how to request us talk. So
I've pressed it a couple times. But yeah, I'll press it a couple times, but if you want to answer right away, I just hang it up.
I know. I know, man. Well, it's because I keep everything running in order. We get people on there at the same time, You know how it goes. But all right, guys, we love you. Vamos Orlando. We'll be back next week with a new podcast. We'll be back with Den After Dark this weekend after the game against LAFC. And at the end of the day, Griezmann's a Lion. What's not to love? We're at least excited about that. We got that to hold us on until after the World Cup. Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Orlando Lions Den podcast. Don't forget to follow us at Orlando Lions Den on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. See you next week in the Den.